This is Tony Holland, founder and CEO of Global Premier Benefits. I get a question all the time. Tony, how do you do what you do? How do you be able to do it? You coach football, you're running an agency, you're making sales, you got a family, you got kids. How do you do it all? How do you find that work-life balance? And first and foremost, I don't look at what I do as work. I don't just like what I do. I love it. I have a passion for helping people. I have a passion for seeing my teammates win. I love seeing people that I've helped that were making $40,000, $50,000 a year at a dead-end job and help them make $500,000 in income within 2 to 3 years. I love that. I love seeing people check off things on their dream board. So it was never work to me. When I was in the field selling, I knew I was changing people's lives. All it takes is one death claim, or if you're in the health insurance industry and having to talk to somebody at the hospital on their, that's one of their immediate relatives that they're fighting for their life in the hospital and helping out in that regards in terms of a life-threatening accident or illness and why health insurance is so important. We're not in my industry of insurance. I'm not selling, cars or furniture. I mean, all those things are important. I'm helping people with, major life decisions. What I do is going to change their life and potentially save their life. So I never looked at it as work. But to answer that question when they ask me that, first of all, you got to love what you do. It's not work. I love it. It's my passion. It's my calling in life. And I tell people all the time, I get people from, high school age, as old as 80 years old, ask me, Tony, what's the secret to success? You got to love what you do. Don't chase the money. Love it. And how do you gain that balance? First of all, when you're at work, you got to make it fun. So some quick tips I'll give you. Make it fun. Enjoy the company of the seniors that you're working with, or your clients, or your agents, or your IMOs or FMOs you're working with, depending on your level in this industry. You gotta enjoy working with them. Make it fun. When I used to go out in the field and see my seniors, I would sometimes play music in the house to get them perked up. I would give them a hug. I made what I did not grueling. I didn't want to make it work. I wanted to make it fun. So that way, it helped me get over the nose much easier. But I made sure, though, I had time for my family. I think you got to work from a day timer. Back in the day, we had day timers. I had my work time, my grind time, my work, and like I said, I want to use work and grind as a negative. I use it just to describe, to help with the question. How do I get the balance? I have fun during that work time. In my car, I would be listening to comedy and having fun. If I'm training an agent, I made sure they had fun. I made it an experience. I was like on on stage at the Apollo. It's showtime at the Apollo. I'm sure you guys heard that. Anyway, if you haven't, that goes back some time. But it was showtime. When I went in the house, I had fun. It was entertaining. The seniors didn't want me to leave, And then when I came home, I made sure I scheduled time in my schedule that when I went home, it was about my family, And I would make sure I had to turn off my phone. And sometimes I got to be a challenge sometimes because I was addicted to that phone. I have to shut it off. You got to make sure, my philosophy is work 6 days and definitely a seventh day off, because you gotta refuel and recharge. Also, I highly recommend you this. I've been at the lowest of the lows and the highest of lives in this industry. You got to take care of your health. Make sure you're eating right, okay? Make sure you're in the gym working out or doing something once your work day stops. Just an hour. If it's taking a walk, playing basketball, volleyball. To me, I'm a gym rat. I'm going to tell you, that'll help you get balance, okay? And you got to take some time for the family. You should take some time to go on vacation together and experience life together, because that's why we do what we do. That's why we're out there trying to make a difference. Ultimately, provide a better lifestyle for our family. And this is so critical and important, because I've seen people get great success in life, and yet their family's in shambles. I mean, I got a son that's, my oldest at West Point. We're very proud of him. He's one of the tops in his class. Was definitely a top in his class in high school, won every award. I got another son. We just took him to college 2 weeks ago. They've got a scholarship to the Kelley School of Business out in Indiana, one of the top business schools in the world. Got a great daughter. Is going to one of the best, all-girls school in Maryland. She's a sophomore. Starts, as a matter of fact, tomorrow. And so, you can see an indication of how well the parents do in their children. And my children and my wife mean everything to me. And so we made sure we took the trips, make sure we're there, and it's not the exotic trip. It's just the quality of time, just being together is most important. So this business is not, just so you know, it's not a typical 9 to 5, and that's what I love about it. Sometimes I work until 9, and sometimes I take an entire day off. That's the blessing of having that freedom. Not just financial freedom we offer at Global Premier Benefits, but freedom in time to be able to do what you want to do whenever you want to do it. I think that's critical. Some people are slave to their corporate job, or they're slave to some dead-end hourly wage job. And God bless you, man. You're trying to take care of your family. You're trying to make ends meet. But if you're going to work anyway, why not be an entrepreneur and work for yourself? And maybe those first 2 or 3 years, you got to make some sacrifices, because I've had to do that. But the blessings on the back end pay back tenfold. I was taught by the great Brian Tracy, and he said this: you're going to pay a price now, okay, while you're getting started in the industry. You're going to pay it later when you're old and gray. Be willing to pay some price now, but make sure you have balance along the way. Get in the gym. Make sure you go into whatever spiritual affiliation on Sunday or Saturday, whatever way you practice your religion. I think that's important, to have God in your life to create balance. Make sure your spouse is fully engaged in what you do. That's critical too, because they can be there for you during those tough times. And make sure you bring kids in this world, be there for them. That's a big reason why a lot of my agents have done so well, is the freedom. We got tons of single moms out there that they're able to take their kids to school, then go in the field or get on the phone and make enrollments, go pick the kids up from school. At the end of the day, fix them dinner and get back on the phones. It's the best to me. For single moms out there, it's the best business in the world, because you can raise your kids and still have an unbelievable. I got single moms in my team making $250,000 a year, and I have all the balance and the flexibility in the world to be there with their kids. So I hope that helps with that question I get all the time. How do you manage that? Have fun in the business. Have balance, stay in shape, have your spiritual guidance lined up. Take care of your family, take care of your kids. Understand there is a price to pay, but it'll pay off for you in dividends years down the road. If you ever want to reach out to me and talk further, I'm very hands-on as an IMO. Most people know me that in the industry. I believe in a coach approach. Learned that from Mr. Art Williams back in the day. And, I'm always there for my team members on their best of times and even on their challenging times. Give me a call, whether you're part of our team or not. If you just want to bounce ideas or pick each other's brain, I'm always for that. Some of the people that I help on a regular basis aren't even, in my downline. And that's okay. I believe in paying it forward, because it's been paid to me. So call me. You can reach me at 443-253-3634. Texting is best, just so you know. Text me. I love texting. I'm not big into emails, but text me, or you can call me. I promise to get back to you. And, we're just very thankful to be able to share with you today. Be blessed and have a wonderful day out there helping people, changing lives, and making a difference. Thank you.